I guess. It's been a lot of vocals. I can't get in here really. Like there's spider webs everywhere. But it looks like there's piles of wood everywhere. And they're cut pieces mostly. Like, see what I mean? I don't know who's like bringing them in here to pile them up, but I cannot comfortably say that that's anything Bigfoot related. But because of that, you know what I mean? But there's a huge impression here, so that's why I wanted to look in there. So we'll continue on. Just like we said, we're gonna come in here. There's that blue wood again. It's gotta be since some kind of algae does that though. Look at these bends. This ain't no accident, and I definitely didn't do it on two different trees, or like. Very strong, very sturdy, very healthy. This one actually split a little bit because of from the pole. For those of you who knew, I take selfies as I go. Create memories. Remember being there. Plus, nobody could say I wouldn't do. There's a lot of trails in there. This isn't even a game trail. I thought it was at first. What this was a lade. That's too heavy. Look, that's very pronounced. That was, and then see the big area there. That was a tree. That was probably the base of it, like like that. Basically, the base of it was probably there, and then this was the rest of the tree, and it got dragged out to God knows where. So, being that happened, and it looks like it's kind of fresh, this is a good place to look for prints. I'd say they'd have to be in physical form to drag trees around, so I don't really know for sure, but it's just a guesstimate. It's a fresh break. Where'd it come from? I didn't really plan on coming off trail like this, so let's get back on so we can cover ground. I just wanted to go to those. Oops, sorry guys, I don't know if that was yours. I definitely wanted to go over to here. Check those out real quick. Spider webs. God, so gross. You just go to walk between two trees and like, bam! Your whole face becomes a spider web. Alright, like the question is where? Where do we go from here? These are the kind of places I like. I think about when people say there's no wood zone around. There's nothing. It's not big enough to support anything. It's actually fairly open in here, considering it's summer. So, I don't really do this area back here a lot. You know what I mean? Like at all. There's something's riling them birds up. You could see all those down trees over there in the middle. That's probably something related to them, if I had to guess. Because it's not just one or two. There's like at least 3 big trees down. Trying to put what I'm looking at on the center screen, but look at the side of that tree. See it? See the color? See the color change? Just look at the lighter color from top to bottom. Okay. Hey, buddy. I'll leave him be. Just going through all that trouble to cloak or whatever you want to call it, so I'm not gonna bug him. But you could see, look, that's a huge squirrel. That's a huge tree that's either upside down or it's snapped. But ooh, it's a big old spider. Daddy long legs, I think. This is probably to a whitetail. Just in case it's not. We're gonna help them hide it. See how like everything changes in here? Like everywhere we go, there's so many different types of brush. You know, different trees, different bushes, different everything. Plants, everything is different. It's always changing from moment to moment. That looks like it could be. I don't know for sure though. See the rocks sticking out. Kind of looks heavily guarded too. I gotta constantly check for ticks. Look at the way the wood goes up on that thing. On the bottom of that. Look at the way that goes up. It's still attached and it goes up like that. That's interesting. Like it's been peeled somehow to do that. You be the judge of what you think it is. I have a couple ideas, but I don't like to just say everything I think. Leave no room for discussion. I hear church bells. I don't know from where though. Look at the size of these trees. Shit ain't no joke in here. If my dialogue's a little off this morning, it's because it's like literally so early, guys. But that's the only way we could do this. Especially on a weekend, this place is going to have people eventually, and it's going to limit our chances at interaction. It would basically be sightings. So, I'm okay with that. But I'd rather be out here by ourselves and just get sightings and know it was on their terms rather than it just being because there was so many damn people around. So as you can see, this is sand. So I'm assuming not a lot of places where you guys are have sand for trails, but it does turn to sand sometimes because where we are, sea level is barely. It's barely below us. Leave some starburst. These bugs are killing me. Look at the size of that spider. Like, the thing just crawled out of nowhere. It's gross. And with the amount of bugs that are jumping on me, that thing's probably eating so good. So, look at this. Look how big this shit is. This huge old tree down here. I'll put my hand on it so you can see its size. But it broke off up there, I guess. like, you see what I'm saying? Like, look, like, why is the wood in there? Like, all the way in there. The chopped up wood. Unless that's just what they do. Like, when they chop it up, they don't bring it out. They just throw it back in. Whoever they are. Like, I don't know. Alright, guys. This is one of those times where I'd like to ask you which way. So, to the right is more coastal corridor. That was interesting. Sounds like a gunshot. And to the left is the forest sanctuary. So, we could either leave the... Well, let's continue. Let's continue in the coastal corridor, because that's what we're doing this time. So let's stay in here. And I'll finish this out, and then we can always double back in. But I'm sure there's plenty to see this way, too. It sounds very active in there, though. Does it not? At least for animals. That's a whole tree ripped out of the ground. Look at that. Those roots are healthy as hell. Look at how healthy those are. Trying to look underneath. But yeah, that shouldn't have came out of the ground for any good reason. No other trees did. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a vocalization. Yeah, it sounded like a motorcycle went by, but it was just one. Oh, they're talking. After I made a noise, something answered. Wow, that echoes. Hello? I love it. So that snapped there. At that point. Whoa. That's probably a deer. Oh, it's a bird. It's gotta be, because it keeps coming closer. Yep. Oh, look at that thing. I don't know where that goes. What is down there? Is there water down there? I don't know. I'm not going down there though. There's a pond out here somewhere, it says. Okay. That map I'm looking at doesn't make much sense to me. Just bear with me a sec, guys. Okay. Still doesn't make much sense, but let's go in this way. And we're gonna go. Basically, we'll go up to that thing and I'll start one more video in this area up here, basically. With all that, see how the brush changes in there? We'll do one more video on there. And then I'll probably walk out. I'll probably walk out on my own. See what happens from there. Do my little personal photo session. You know, of course, if anything wonderful happens and it seems like videoing is okay, we'll do it. You guys' timestamps have been awesome because it helps each other. It not only is it cool for me because I appreciate you guys because you know I don't watch my footage, so I get to go back and just see a highlight. I get to see something cool, but you guys get to do it with each other. Like a silent person who doesn't really have much, is new to this, or doesn't like know where to look or how to look, or even somebody who's just really intrigued and does know how but might have missed it. You guys get to check each other's timestamps, and it's very, very helpful. Oh, we got company. So whichever way they go, I'll base the next decision off of. Yeah, they're coming down here. Nope, they're not. Oh, they're awesome. Hi. Hello. Oh, okay. Okay. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, man. Doing tricks? Yay. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, puppy.
You
okay.
just made her day just saying hello.
Yay. Back at you. You too. Thank you. Oh, that was good. Yep. This is why you guys get raw and uncut. I do not click off the whole time. From front to end. So, cool people. They're not gonna ruin the vibe in here. You could tell they're regulars. They definitely live locally. Look at all those woodpecker holes. How many woodpeckers? Like, that tree's got to be full of stuff. Or at least it was full of grub. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head up into here. We'll do one last video. So I just want to show you this because we passed it and I didn't say anything I meant to. So right here. That don't look like much right there, but it is. Spider web again. See how that goes up to that. Oop. That's weird. I don't know how the whoops. There was 4 of them total. Started back there, then there was one there, then there was one there, then there was one there. Within the 2-second period. Unless they did the same exact call in succession. It couldn't have been a bird because a bird couldn't fly that fast. So I'm assuming they're hanging out back here. And at times they're right here too. You can see how that goes straight back through. But right here, see how this is all connected into each other? That piece of wood right there. That goes across that log. That one's brought in to touch that tree. To this log. So this becomes basically invisible. They could sit right in this section right in here, and we would never see them. Goes off back there too. It's another trailway, like almost looks like an entrance in. That's the people that we just saw there on the back trail. I guess there's one that goes back there that they're on. Look at this one too. That's a tree brought in. Goes all the way up back that way. There's one laid in back there. It's not an accident. Alright. I know you guys know I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or insult anyone's intelligence, because I know from a personal standpoint, I watch videos and I'm like, man, like, fucking do something already. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry I get a little graphic with this, but I'm like, do something already. Like, do something different. Show something. Like, you know, interact. Like, point one out. Like, do you even see Sasquatch? Are you just out there? Like, are we just looking at sticks and structures and shit over and over and over again? Because I'll be honest with you, that goes nowhere. That goes absolutely nowhere. There's only so much time you can spend showing intent, like that you're basically not even showing intent. You're not showing you're there for a relationship. You're basically just poking. That's like somebody coming to your house every day and not saying hi to you, not doing nothing for you, not bringing you a gift, just walking in, poking around, filming your house, and then leaving. So, for instance, what we just did right, I started talking and I didn't even do it, but I should have. What I should have did right away was said thank you guys, thank you, and left some stuff behind. Now, if I put it up here and it falls and it goes on the ground and something else takes it, it's about the intent, you know what I mean? Like, if you buy me something, like Sarah buys me something, right? She buys me a gift, and she ruins the surprise like she always does. And then she's like, here, look, here's your tracking number. It says it's gonna get there that day, and it never makes it. It was the thought, the intent, and everything else involved that really mattered. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make sense out of this, like what I was trying to say. So, I don't want to sound douchey, but I'm just keeping it real. This can go a really long way with any last one of you. Any last one of you. It could go a long way with. Alright, on to the next one. And as always, guys, thank you. For instance. Have a great day. See you on the next one.